Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's kind of brisk out there this morning. Good morning, Miss AKA 1908. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. March 11th. Wow, March is coming in. And we already 11 days into March. We almost halfway through March already. Almost halfway through March already. Time is not standing still. Time is not standing still for nobody. Nobody. Yep. So how are you this morning? How are you this morning? And I'm going to ask you to forgive me for yesterday. I'm telling you, this new time. I always struggle when time go up. When the time change, I'm always struggling because either I'm sleeping too long or I'm late. One with stomach is still on the fritz, but I'm okay. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. That you are still able to say you're still hurting, but I'm here. Thank God for that, thank you for being here. Even when you're not feeling your best, I thank you for being here. Um and to God be the glory. To God be the glory. Is there something that the doctor gives you for to make that better? Does this flare? Been praying for Felicia and T. Thank you. Um, what brings on these episodes? Is it something that you eat? Are you stressed? Or what brings the flare up? Because I know sometimes stress can could trigger a lot of things. I'm telling you, that's one reason why I try to be as stressless as possible. That's why I'm keeping, even though I do have, you know, um, people that I can call on. That's why I just don't like to be around a lot of people. That way I don't have to be so stressful. I don't have to be all stressed out and, you know, worried about if this person saying this, I don't have to worry about what's going on. And that is one reason why it can be anything. Something I ate, stress this time was something I now when you know better, you're supposed to do better, or you just wanted it. You just wanted what it was. Do you know what it was, or what you ate? Do you know what it was that you ate to make it feel like this, or did you just eat something? Oh, I just got too many. Oh, okay. Don't give me that look. I got this. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So you just had to have one. You just had to have one. You just had to have one of those cupcakes. Mm, 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 mm. Girl. And you know better. You know what? I love the only reason the only time that I really eat hot sauce, I like these Lay's potato chips, the ruffle kind, the lightly salted one. And I dash hot sauce on those potato chips. I can't eat those potato chips. I can't eat any potato chips um without hot sauce. So I just usually go to Publix because Publix always have buy one, get one, you know, and I would always get me two of the bags. And I like the hot sauce from Walmart. I like the hot sauce from Walmart, the name brand hot sauce from Walmart. And I get a big bowl of them and just dash it with hot sauce. And I just with hot sauce and the French onion dip mixed together. Oh man, that is some good eating. That is some good eating. That is some good eating. Those are my favorite chips. I can't eat a lot of salt. My mom had some she had some Walmart brand, the Great Value, uh, light salt chips, the ruffle kind. And I was in her room because she got everything in her room, and I was in her room, and I was just eating, just eating. I said, Lord, let me go and buy this lady another bag of chips before she come in here and find out I done been in these potato chips. But yeah, I get the lightly salt. I get the lightly salt chips, and I just dash them with hot sauce. And now I do season when I'm cooking chicken or when I'm cooking chicken, fish, and pork chops. I season them with the hot sauce. Then put the rest of the season and let it, marinate for maybe an hour, or two or three, or a day. And I'm telling you, and just with a little dash of mustard and let that saute and it be so good. So good. But I'm just saying, I'm just gonna give you that look one more time, because I used to do my mom like that because she used to I have kidney disease and I have to watch my sodium. Yeah, my mom used to bake all the time. All the time. I tell you, whatever kind of cake it was, my mom could bake it. And my favorite cake that she used to bake was the German chocolate cake. And when she got down, she used to bake pies. She Muslim, so she made the best bean pies. They're getting ready for Ramadan. The 30th of this begins at sundown. I think Ramadan begins the 30th of this month. Yeah, Ramadan begins on the 30th, and at the end of Ramadan, y'all, is it? Have they already started Ramadan or is it ending? No, it's starting. It's starting. And girl, I'm tell you, at the end of Ramadan, my mom would bake all them like sweet potato. I don't know the last time she baked a sweet potato pie because she always baking these bean pies. But make a pound cake, a socket to me pound cake, a 7 Up pound cake, a sour cream pound cake. Oh man. And my mom used to do all that baking all the time. And she had and I, diabetic. And I said, "Do you supposed to eat that? Why are you cooking that when you don't supposed to eat it?" And now she'll just get the thinnest little slice. And I be saying, I don't know why you go to the doctor. I really don't. Because you're not going to do anything that the doctor said you're going to do what you want to do. And that's just how you do it. But anyway, uh, I get off of that now. It's already started. We have a large, oh, okay. Okay. My husband loves me to make the 7 flavor pound cake. I admire women that can bake. I really do. My granddaughter Jordan is like that. Jordan can when she want to do something and she don't know how to do it, she will Google it. The first when I first moved into this apartment and we did Thanksgiving, and she made two cheesecake from scratch by just Googling it. She made a strawberry. No, she made a cherry and a blueberry cheesecake from scratch. And I was a little apprehensive about, but then when I said, "Oh my God, this is good." She said, "For real, man?" I say, "Yes." She even crumble up the graham crackers and do it, make her own crust and stuff like that. And I said, "Oh my goodness!" And then for Thanksgiving, she made the next Thanksgiving she made a sweet potato cheesecake with the vanilla Oreos. And oh yeah. Oh wow. I'm going, I talked to Verena. I asked her had she talked. So I'm gonna call Jordan to make sure she reach out to you because one of my friends at church Sunday gave me the number gave me the sent me the flyer to let her know that she can start doing her applications um from the deltas. So I talked to this guy. He's the president of the Omegas here. So I'm trying to get her in, get her as comfortable as she can be, so to be less stress on her mama. And but I'm gonna reach out to her this morning and while she's in school and have her give you a call. Let her know that she needs to give you a call. But anyway, it's already 7:11. It's just me and you and whoever's watching that. And that's okay too. I'm gonna be okay with that. Yesterday Sunday, I'm gonna tell you, I had read. She is a what you call it when they be growing. Um, there's a lady they're not in my church, in the church that she attend, and she's a Zeta. And Jordan, great grandmother is a Zeta. Her grandmother is a AKA, and her great grandmother is a Zeta. So they have the little organizations like in church, the little ministries like in church. And Jordan was, I guess, nominated and she got in. And but that wasn't something Jordan really wanted to do. And she became president of it. And she have her little certificate, she have her little certificate certifying that she's a honorary Zeta or something like that. And so Jordan said, no, that sorority is not for me. So she said, I really want to be a Delta. I said, but why? She said, because I just want to be a Delta. I said, what about the AKAs? And she said, my grand, and please don't hold it against the AKA. She said, I'm not AKA material. She said, I'm more of a Delta girl. I said, why? She said, because, Deltas, they just have this, it's just an attitude that they have. And I like their attitude. She said, I'm not a high maintenance. I'm not high maintenance, but I am a girly girl. And she said, I just think AKAs are too high maintenance for me. And I don't want to be walking around trying to be cute every day. That's not me. And, the deltas in this area are so visible. They are always doing something. The AKAs are too, but I'm more in tune with the deltas. I feel like they are real. The AKAs that I've met, but the deltas, they down to earth real people. And the AKAs are they're kind of like a little how you say snobbish. Well, I know some deltas. If she needs some help, hey, whatever you could do, I'm good with it too. I'm good with it too. We need all the help that we could get to get this baby what she needs to get to school. And I don't know how I could ever make that up to you. But I appreciate I can get her in touch with. Oh, that'd be nice. That would be nice. That would be nice. Well, I know someday. Actually, I'm an AKA, and I'm really not that high maintenance. A lot of us aren't. You know, my friend whose sister is the AKA, and she's always inviting, me and my other friend to every time she has something. She said her sister friends are more fun than her friends. So then, I just like when I'm out, I just like to have fun. And I don't, people are people. Some people take it seriously, too serious, and they're over serious about it, and some not. For me, I'm just on the sideline watching while they do their little day, while they do their little dance, and I always get a kick out of it when I see the older women, doing the dance. But I appreciate you and I love you, and I thank you, and yeah, and I'm gonna. Verena always say, I'm just gonna leave Jordan alone because mom, you know how she is. I said, well, I ain't gonna leave her alone. I ain't gonna leave her alone because see, I ain't got no money. My little money what I get every month, it covers what it's gonna cover. And then and what it looked like for me to be sending her $25 every month. What is that gonna buy her? By the time Donald Trump get through with us, you won't be able to go to McDonald's. And now she don't really do McDonald's like that. Chick-fil-A and um what's the other place that she like to go to them high end places. So oh, thank you so much. Well, anyway, as I was saying, look like it's just gonna be me and you, but that's okay too. We could talk. We can talk. You know, uh, this time when the time is always changing, I think it takes me a good like 2 or 3 months before I can settle into this time. I tell you, Saturday night, I was up. I was watching Tyler Perry new the new part of Beauty in Black. I was watching that, and I started watching it late, right? So I was up to about 11:30, and I was sitting to my desk, and I was watching the TV, and I was looking at the calendar, and I said, What?" And I was Saturday was the 8th, and daylight saving time began, turning the clock up. So the clock on my phone always, it changes automatically. So then I said, "Oh man, let me turn this TV off and get into bed," because I was kind of dozing off a little bit. Anyway, so I got in bed and I kept see like every hour on the hour I was waking up. I was waking up. And usually I could lay in bed and I could look outside and I said, okay, it's dark. So it's got to be around about 2, 3 o'clock. Then when it just a little, just a it's not as dark. Then I looked out and I said, oh, it's about 5 o'clock. Let me look at my clock. So I'm just laying in bed. I am sleeping so good. I am sleeping so good, so peaceful and everything. Baby, I woke up and I think it was 6 o'clock. About 6 o'clock. Yes, 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, I was late waking up. So I sit on the side of the bed for a moment and I go in the kitchen and I looked at the clock and the clock had 5. And I said, oh, I could get back in bed. But then I picked my phone up to turn on my Pandora and it said 6. I said, oh my God, time, time, time. So I'm rushing, I said, you know what? Let me calm myself down because I don't like to rush. It's Sunday. Sunday school don't start until 9. So I got some time and I'm gonna leave out the house exactly at 9 o'clock. Sunday school started at 9:30, so I'm gonna leave at 9 o'clock, right? So I'm doing my ritual that I do every Sunday morning, that I'm constantly because when it was time fall back, I could pitter patter around and I could look, oh, it was just been 10 minutes, but now I pitter patter around and it's 8 o'clock. And I'm saying, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Now I said, did I iron my blouse? I don't even know what I wore to church. What did I wear to church? Well, whatever I wore to church, I don't think I had to iron it. Yeah, I had to iron the blouse, and and I just took my time, and I did walk out the house at 9. Fast forward to now, go to Monday, so I'm in bed Sunday night, and 6 o'clock I wake up in time enough for to get on the prayer line. So I'm still in bed. That's why I know now I know I can't be in bed reading. I can't be in bed listening to anything because I'm gonna fall asleep. So I was on the prayer line yesterday, and yeah, it was a white shirt I was ironing. And so I was on the prayer line and I was in bed. So I said, I said, said a little, I spoke a little bit. Then I just laid there, listened to everybody else and just drifted off to sleep. And when I woke up, it was like 9 o'clock. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. So I let that pass. I got up, I ate, and I got back in the bed. And when I woke up again, and I woke up because I had got a phone call earlier before I got in bed. And then about 5:30, Verena called, and I was just waking up, and she said, "You sleep?" I said, "Girl, I can't get out the bed. This time got me all messed up. I don't know what time of day it is. I just don't know. So it's gonna take me a little minute because now I want to get on. And this morning I'm looking like this, but I from now on." I want to present myself a little better, without the scarf, not with no makeup on, not with no lashes on, maybe with my hair, that you can see it, but just, getting on here, tying my hair up, have my hair all tied up and, and whatever I slept in, right? Because it's just going to be a t-shirt and, some pajama bottoms. But anyway, that's what happened yesterday, and I do ask for forgiveness. I do ask for forgiveness for that. And at church Sunday, I tell you, it was like it wasn't that many people in Sunday school. The pastor always got something to say about that. And eventually later on, people came to church because my friend down the hall, she had called me. And I had said, I texted her back and I said, I'm in Sunday school. She said, girl, I'm just waking up. I forgot all about the time had changed. And she said, I was calling you to see if you was going to church. She said, I'll be there. And she got here about maybe 10 o'clock. Sunday school was maybe a little after 10 she had, because Sunday school was almost over. But anyway, the time, we always think we have time, and time do bring on a change, and sometimes time get us all stressed out. So time, time. And let me see, I can't even remember what book I wrote it in. And then now I'm kind of setting myself up because I haven't really I went on Temu and I got a lot of stuff. I checked off a lot of stuff. I put a lot of stuff in my basket for this tea party. And if anybody who watched this or UT aka if you watch this, if you know of another site that sells like party favors and different kind of stuff other than Temu, can you give me let me know, because there's some nice things on Temu, but I want to try something different. I'm really not motivated about this tea party. Um, and it's like, because I feel like I'm so unmotivated because like everybody else is too, right? And I don't like I don't like waiting to the last moment. So I had told the lady that's over the ministry, um Thursday we're having a Zoom meeting Saturday, and Sunday we're going to have to sit down and we're going to have to sit down before the Zoom meeting. Um, to go over these decorations and stuff like that, because I want to be excited about it, and I'm just not excited about it anymore. So I just want it to be over, but I want to do the best that I can, and I think this is going to be my last year. I'm going to be attending it, but not decorating it, not cleaning up after. I'm not doing anything that's going to be associated with helping doing the tea party, but buy a ticket for the tea party, because I'm just so unmotivated, about it. So, reading my morning, reading, done started in this March edition of In Touch devotion. And I'm telling you, it is something else. It is really, it's a good read. There's some good articles. Um, and in this month, starting this week, what it's talking about is the language of grace. And I'm in a middle section that I'm reading, and it's so um it's interesting, the impact of godly influence. Being around, for me, being around godly people, not self-righteous people. There's a difference between godly and self-righteous people. I was telling Mildred that sometimes I feel like a city girl when I'm on the prayer line, because I am just who I am. Okay, I will. Yes, that's the today's topic. Praising the Lamb of God. And I'm telling you, being in bed all day yesterday, sleeping off and on yesterday, I didn't do no reading. So I always like to go back to start the month off, start the week off with what started yesterday. So I start reading that, and being around godly influences. And when a person is like real with their religion, and just a real down to earth person. They're not trying to give you the illusion that they are all this big, that they are the big T, they the big I, they the chief, they the head person in charge and stuff like that. I like being around people that I can learn something from, even at this ripe age that I am. I'm still learning. I learned things from my granddaughter, from my grandchildren, period. I learned things from them, and I like listening to people that's smarter than me, that I know that's smarter than me. I like listening to them because they can have a good influence over you. They can encourage you without them even knowing that they have that kind of influence over you, and that they are encouraging you in the way that you should go. And that's why I like to be around godly people, and not saying that they're perfect, not saying that they're flawless, because we all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. We are all sinners. We sin every day. We sin in our talk. We sin through our thinking. We sin the way we treat each other. We sin daily, so that we have to ask God for forgiveness every day we wake up. Waking up from a dream that you don't even know you drunk, or waking up and knowing a dream that you dreamed in. We had to ask God to forgive us. So if we're asking God to forgive us, so why can't we forgive somebody who trespass against us? So I like to be around people. I was telling them in Sunday school, we were talking about Matthew 7, and it was saying by ask, seek, knock. Ask, seek, and the door will be open. Knock, and the door will be open. So, and We were talking, it was talking about praying when you sincerely pray and you're asking God. First, you got to seek God to ask Him. You got to look for God, and you can find Him all in the Bible. You can find God outside your house. You can find God in the trees. When you see the birds, you know how are when you see the birds flying, when you see the trees, and when you see the grass, and when the sun is out. That's an act of God. When you see the moon at night, when the moon comes up at night and you see the moon, that is an act of God. God is, I see God in everything. I see God in everything. I see God like with these people that are geniuses. I see God in knowledge. I like to talk to people that's knowledgeable. By talking to them, and touching them, and I always get, let me just touch it, let some of that rub off on me. And they think I be kidding, but I be serious. And like the elders in the church, and oh God, what did I do? Like the elders in the church or so. This one, and I miss her so much. I miss her so much. After Sunday school, I would go over and hug her and talk to her. And she would hold my hand, and she said, "Marita, your hands always so cold." I said, "But your hands always so warm." So it evens out. It evens out. All, and I love touching her because she's a mother in the church, and she done lived through some things I probably could never make it through. And I just love sitting and talking to her and listening to her when she speaks. And when she'll always say, "Now I'm sorry if I say something wrong, but baby, let me tell you." And when she tells me things, I listen because she's older and she's more experienced, and she know. So I just like to surround myself with good people. And the reading that I'm in Ephesians 5. And I started reading that this morning, and I didn't wake up until like what, 6:30. I said, "Oh my God, let me get up," because I'm thinking I'm still the time. Sometime when we think we have time, oh, I got time. Time is winding. It is winding down, and I know I'm on my way out. I know I am on my way out. So I don't know when, I don't know how. I'm not living in fear about it because I know one day is going to be the day. However, to God be the glory. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I'm going to rejoice and I'm going to be happy in it. I have to remember to love my neighbor as I love myself. We all do. We all have, and it's not hard, but it's not easy. It's because we're looking at, sometimes when people look, and I had to learn how to love without looking at the actual physical person. And when they do something to me, or when they say something about me and I done found out about it, and I still got to love you, and I still got to love you. I had an issue with that. Yes, I still have to love them. I have to love them. I don't have to love their ways and their attitudes. I don't have to love that. So time waits for nobody, and don't and ain't, because if it was waiting for anybody, it'd definitely be waiting for me. And cause time just keep on rolling, time just keep on going, just keep on going. When we talk about forgiveness last week, I really prayed, I forgave him. Oh, that is that's amazing. That's amazing. That's a testimony within itself, because it took a lot. I'm sure it took a lot for you to do that because of everything that has happened. And And when we stop looking at what caused us to have the feelings that we have towards someone, and start looking at God, start really looking at God, and start letting emptying out some of that uh is testimony. All right now, all right now, all right now. When I heard his name, I get a bad feeling in my spirit, and I have just been that God praying for that to go away. Honey, you pray for deliverance. Deliver me from this. Because I understand, girl. I understand. Even the sound of somebody's voice, all that used to irritate the daylights out of me. And my daughter said, Mom, you wear your feelings on your face. Whatever you're feeling and you're not saying it, it shows on your face. It shows on your face. And I'm trying to get away from that, because I know for me, and it's not that I'm so important, that I'm so this, I'm so that, but I am what I am, and that's what I am. And and I know sometimes people be watching me, because the young lady that sits beside me, and I used to have a habit when I be saying stuff under my breath, and I be thinking nobody can hear it, but she hear me, and she be stop. She said, stop it, stop it. And so I had to stop thinking that when I'm murmuring, that nobody can hear it or nobody can understand it. But she let me see that I hear you and I understand what you're saying. So then I kind of stopped it a little bit, not all the way. And when it's like certain people in Sunday school that's talking, and it irritates me to no end, because it's like they take too long to say what they're saying, and then they say, "Well, when I was growing up and my mother," and I said, "Oh man, just go ahead and see what you're gonna say." And then she'd be like, "Stop." And I said, "Oh my God, you heard me?" She said, "Yes, I heard you." And then my girl behind me, I have two Felicias in my phone, right? So I got Church Felicia, Church Felicia, and my other friend Felicia. So she'll sit behind me and she said, "You know what? You need to behave." I said, "What? What I'm saying? What I'm saying?" And so now I'm trying to my face, and and then the teacher. I'm on the second row, so the teacher is standing right in front of me, and I'm trying to not have that look on my face when people are taking too long to say what they need to say, or they just. I cannot stand a person that just drags a sentence, and when they talk it's like it's a it's a chore for them to talk. That irritates me, and I be sitting there and I be saying mm. And so now what I do, I have to turn my face to the person that's talking. So I have to not have that look of annoyance on my face. When I hear his name, okay, you do have a purpose of being on here. You are an example. You show me how you forgave Jordan's grandmother. Yeah, because 17 years, that was talking about somebody that can hold a grudge. I didn't know, because I forget things. I don't forgive. I just forget. But then I remember you got to forgive. You ain't got to forget what that person did or forget what that person said. You don't have to dwell on it either, but you have to forgive to move forward. To move forward, and not only with her, but just in my life, period. I have to move forward. I got to forgive her, because Jordan's birthday is coming up in April. April 2nd, Jordan will be 18 years old. So she said she want to be baptized on her birthday. So at their church on the first Sunday, that's when they had their baptism. So my baby is going to be, she want to be baptized. She said before she goes off to college, she wants to be baptized. And I always told, well, Miss Marita, you're not going to let Jordan get baptized. And I always let them know, and I let her mom know, if she when she get ready for it, let her be the one to initiate it. Because if you do it, she's gonna have to redo it again, because that's something that you wanted. She didn't want that at the time. So now she wants to be baptized before, on her 18, when she turned 18, she want to be baptized, and she want to be baptized before she go to church. So I that's at the same church that her other grandmother goes to. And there's things that's going to be going on around town that she be invited to, that she's part of, that I'm going to be invited to. So I'm not going to go out and let somebody um annoy me and then pay for a ticket, and I'm gonna be annoyed because this lady is no, I'm not living that. I For anything, I'm not letting her have control over my feelings. I know that. I know that well enough to know that I ain't letting her control me like that. And that's what she was doing. She was controlling my, whenever I saw this lady, I don't care how good a mood I was in. I don't care what was going on. When I saw this lady, it was like all hell got into me, and I just wanted to go and do what I was going to do. And was she going to sit up there and let me do it? Maybe not, but I was going to do it anyway. But I thank God for grace and mercy, and I thank God for forgiveness, and I thank God for having a forgiving heart. So not easily to let things go. It's a process. I can't tell a person you need to forgive that person, because I know you just can't. Somebody do something to you and make you feel, and then now you're feeling some type of way, and you just supposed to forgive those people. No, it's not that easy. It's not that simple. It's a process. And when you're walking with God, that's a process. Even walking with God is a process, because now you got to give up everything that you know, everything that you love. You got to give that up for what? Eternal life. For what? For peace. For what? To have that joy, unspeakable joy. For what? To have that peace that flows like a river. That for what? For peace that surpasses all understanding. You got to give up something to get something. So giving up that feeling. But when you hear his voice, it just made you angry every time I heard her voice, and not only her voice, other people. But then I said, you know what, this ain't bothering them not one bit. It's bothering me. So they're not the problem. I'm the problem. And so therefore, I'm the one who's going to have to rectify this problem. I got to get it right. Not with them. I got to get it right with me first. And then when I get it right with me, I got this lady. Then, at some point, I'm going to go to her and let her know how I felt and how I am feeling. And if you don't want to be a part of my granddaughter's life, don't insert yourself somewhere just so the masses of people can see you do that. Don't insert yourself in my granddaughter's life if you don't really want to be in my granddaughter's life. Because Jordan is a mixture not only of her son, and maybe have some of those people ways and stuff like that, but Jordan is a mixture of her mom. And for me, Jordan is a sweet girl, but Jordan can get very, very standoffish at times. Jordan can sit and listen at you talk and don't say a word, don't say a piping word. And Jordan can forget you just as quick as she know you. Jordan is like her grandma on that. I didn't before we could go back to the time I didn't know you, the time before I even knew you. We could go back to, because before I knew you, I didn't know you. So we can always go back to a different, always, she can always revert back. She always can revert back to that. And I used to think that it was hard for people being my friend, because my daughter would say, "Ma, it's hard being your friend. It's hard being," she said, "I could say it's hard being your friend because at times it's hard being your daughter, because you are very demanding. You're demanding without being demanding. Your presence just demand a lot, and you are very you know your expectations in a person, in people, either you always say whatever person do, that's exactly what I expect them to do. With some people, I have no expectations whatsoever because of the way that they are. And that's just the um way that and sometimes that's the way Jordan is. And I talked to Verena about it one day, and I said, very Jordan is very I can't even remember the word. She said, Mama, yes, she is like that. I said, you know what? Jordan is very condescending at times. And she said, yes, she is, Mom. She said, because you're very condescending at times. So, she pick up on all that time y'all was together. And even now, it'd be sometime when Jordan would tell me, well, that's not the way Nana would do that. That's not the way Nana would handle that. Well, that's not what Nana said. Well, I'm going to ask Nana to see what Nana going to say. And I feel like sometimes I'm in the middle of these two, refereeing a fight sometime between these two people, between this mother and daughter, and I'm just there in the middle. And she said, well, Jordan, she could say, one thing I know, Jordan is your granddaughter, Mom, because you and her, y'all got some of the same snobbish ways, some of the same condescending ways. And I don't see that in me. And I do see it in my granddaughter. So I try to call it out as much as possible. So, we're going to meet people, and we have met people, because at this age that I am, good morning, Lady B. Good morning, Shirley. Shirley's divorce finally. Good morning, and thank you, ladies, for joining in. I know I wasn't, as I was telling, AKA, this time just got me all discombobulated. This time just got me all messed up, and I do ask you, ladies, if y'all was waiting yesterday, I do ask you to forgive me. Please forgive me. This time it's gonna take me a good month, because I want to do some things different. I want to come on, not with the scarf on anymore, but not all with the face beat and stuff like that. I don't want to, come on but I want to make myself more presentable. And I do have a confession to make, y'all. When I went to bed Friday night, and for some reason I just checked, you know, and I had 786 people. I don't know if it done probably dropped again. I just, for some reason, I went on yesterday and I looked to see. Now it dropped down to 781. So I say, well, Lord, what is going on? What's going on to the fact that people are leaving? So I say, Lord, I ain't in nothing. I ain't a part of nothing was going on. I say, now my name is not ringing out there like it was. I said, Lord, I don't even have the desire to go on other channels. I understand that there's some sort of beef that's going on. And I said, Lord, I ain't no part of that. So why people just leaving me? Why they just leaving? I said, Lord, I'm kind of taking this thing personal now. They just leaving. Then I said, you know what it is? God said, look, it is what it is, babe. You said that you'll do this with one person on, and I did, and I said, and I did say that. You said, okay, well, you're gonna be true to your word. And you say, if everybody leave and it's just one person, you still gonna do it. And I say, and I am. If I just have to sit here and just talk to myself, that's what I'm gonna do. And so I don't know what the reason why people are leaving. Mildred and I Mildred called me yesterday, and she's writing a book. So she sent me some little excerpts from the book. And she said, because I know you're going to give me your honest opinion about the book, what I'm writing. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a book. It's going to be a book. And so I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything to Mildred about it. But, and I just said, well, Lord, it's going to be how it's going to be. And I'm going to have to be okay with that. So I don't feel any type of way. I feel sad, because it's like this, I'm not struggling on this channel. I'm not struggling. And the ones who come in are the ones who want to be here. The ones who leaving, they're leaving for whatever reason that they're leaving. Maybe some people that when I first started, they're leaving. I don't know what it is. But I say, to God be the glory. To God be the glory, because I know in time people will come eventually if they want to, and if not, I will still be on 700, 600, 500, and then down to 1 to 5. It really, I can't say it don't matter, because it do matter. Because when I say I am my sister's keeper, I am my sister's keeper. I don't want to see I don't want to see people hurt. I don't want to see people brokenhearted. I don't want to see them down in spirit. I just don't downtrodden. I don't want to see that, especially for my black sisters. It's like black women, we catch the blunt of every gosh darn thing. And then to fight among each other and not lift each other up and not be there for each other and not encouraging each other. You done got to the status that you think you're comfortable at now, and now you're looking down, you being all snobbish and looking down on the rest of us and stuff like that. I just don't like that. And but God is giving me a peace about it. God is giving me a peace about the subscribers. I don't even pray for this channel. I prayed one time when I decided, the time I came back, it was almost like the relaunching of morning conversations. And the last time, I just made up in my mind, I'm going to have some stick to itness. I'm going to stick to this. I'm going to stick with this. Not, and then I had to examine myself. I had to examine my motives. What was the motive behind me starting this channel anyway? What was the motive? What was the purpose? And then when I examined that, and I had to make a confession about, I say everybody else making money. So I said, well, I can make money too, talking about good things. But apparently I can't make the money talking about good things, because I'm not, when I went through that thing about with my daughter, and people just coming at me because I was associated with a person. I didn't say what they needed for me to say. I didn't say what they wanted for me to say. Then I'm with somebody nobody seems to like. And now I'm taking a straight bullet because of someone else. I'm getting all beat up, and people. I say my daughter name, I say my children's name on here, because they are covered, they are protected. And I don't get angry anymore, because I have a relationship with a lot of people. I have a relationship with a lot of people. There's relationships I don't. And whatever ideas, we're going to turn it around. Whatever ideas you have, let's talk about it, because it's not for me, it's for the money. Yes, I would like to be getting that check on the 21st every month. Yes, I would like that, but it's more for me when I heard you say, you took a step, you took a chance, to forgive your brother-in-law. And then, there's some people on here that I talk to, if not every day, but I know I talk to them at least once a week. I know I talk to them at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, that I talk to them. And they tell me, you know, this one lady, she told me, she said, I wasn't praying. She said, I stopped praying, and I just wasn't praying no more. And she said, I stopped. Well, I stopped going to church. I stopped praying. She said, I was just done with it. And she said, well, when I started hearing you talk about praying and, all, and she said, I found myself start by praying. And she said, eventually I am going to get in another church. So sometimes it don't have to be on here, because I do talk to people outside of YouTube. But I know there's a lot of people I just sat in the bushes and listen to other people talk about God word and stuff like that. And everybody is different because God has delivered us in different ways. What God got for me, God got for me, and what God got for you, God is that's for you. He's not going to give me your gift and you're not going to get mine. So I look at it like that. And so I said I was going to change a lot of stuff because I am going to learn how to bring people up. I'm going to learn how to bring people up. I'm going to be more presentable when I come on because even though it's early morning, um, I can, take this scarf off my head and, just make myself more presentable and stuff like that. So talk about it, probably try to be on a little bit more going into next month. I think I'm going to be on a little bit more. I'm having morning conversations. I don't want to get into nobody time slot. I was thinking about doing it like an um evenings with Maritha, evening conversations, and maybe be on more than just in the mornings, be on it in the evening, and maybe one day through the week, maybe because Wednesday night is pretty much taken for me, is Bible study one week, and then the next week, the first and the third is midweek service, and the second and the fourth is Bible study. So, try to do a little bit more things but however, my conversation will still be the same. Good morning, I am her. Well, good morning, evening, wind down. That's it, right there. Let me write that down. I am open for suggestions to help me elevate. Evening wind down. Evenings, evenings wind down. All right. Evenings wind down. Miss Maritha, can you give us some tips on hair care and skin care? Girl, mm, well, I can. I okay, that could be a segment too. Hair care. Because you know what, y'all? I did go to cosmetology school. I did go to School of Cosmetology here in Fort Myers. And it's only two good places to go. And I went to one, and that was Levotech. And I did not really go to learn how to do hair. I went to school for the maintenance of hair. And you know what? That make hair, nail, and skin. I don't do too much about nails, but I'm working on my own nails right now. Hair, nails, and skincare. That can be some that okay, all right, thank you. Because skin, I think I've been always into um facial products. I think ever since I was like in maybe the eighth grade. My daughter's saying good morning to me. Ever since I've been in like eighth grade, I love you and I have a good day. I love you too. Um and I think I started Jordan out in sixth grade with her skincare. And because now you could go in and they have stuff that's geared towards teenagers. And um I started her out in sixth grade and it's working. It is working. I need some tips on finding products to get rid of dark circles for when I have my cornea transplant. I'm really self-conscious about my raccoon eyes. You know what I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm doing right now? And this may help you, and maybe you can talk to your doctor before you do it, but I don't think it's something that can harm you. I have started, and I know you've seen it on Facebook, YouTube, or wherever your social media. This right here. I drank a cup of this. Not no, I drank a teaspoon and a half of this every morning. I start last week. I started this right, and I've seen I've seen some changes. It's called spoiled child. I've seen the changes already. Like my skin, because right here used to be kind of sunk in. And so I just started noticing it. They say you see a difference in a week's time. So I just started noticing it. And I was in church Sunday, and we were talking. The pastor was saying about he ordered something and they just keep taking money out. And so we tap my friend, she was saying, well, you need to lock whenever you order something, take your card off, take that card uh off, or either lock your card to where they can't, take no more money out. So she said, and I was saying that I'm using. She said, oh, you just glowing this morning. And I didn't have on any makeup. I did not have on. I had on my lashes, of course, and I had my, the eyeshadow, my lashes, and my lipstick. I had that on, and I did my moisturizing, and just patted my face. Didn't have on no foundation. Didn't even put on any sitting powder. Didn't have any of that on. And she said, "Oh, you just glowing this morning. What are you doing?" And so I was telling her about that. So I suggest that you either you could go to Macy's, you could go to Dillard's, and I would say Ulta instead of Sephora, because for me, I think Ulta is more of a high end than Sephora. Both of them have good things, but I'm geared towards Sephora, geared towards Ulta more so than I am Sephora. Sephora. But they have some nice skin products. What I would suggest would be Clinique or Estee Lauder. I've tried both of them, and I like Estee Lauder a little better, but Clinique is more for you know um a facial routine. Get into a facial routine and drink your water. Drink your water. And I suggested to I am her, and she said she like it. This and it's not expensive. It's not expensive. It's not expensive. Um, Good molecule. I think the most expensive thing might be $25. And I use that. I use that. And those patches that go, those, you have that red get I tried the retinol, but that stuff burnt my skin so bad. And it's retinol is best used at night because and when you wear retinol, you have to wear a sunscreen. And I'm gonna tell you, Black Girl Vitamins have a sunscreen for Black girls. Yeah, for Black girls. So don't make me start having to pull out some of them cosmetology books, and don't make me have to go back because I get pamphlets whenever I go to Dillard's or Macy's. I will always get the pamphlet off the counter and read. Don't know the ingredients, but kind of look up some of the ingredients and to learn how there's a proper way to use a product when you're buying it to see it work. Because when it says let absorb for 30 seconds before you put your next thing on, let it absorb for 30 seconds. And when I start doing that, I start beginning to see the product work. So yeah, evenings wind down, hair, nail, and skin care. Just got to pick a day, and I'm gonna do some research so I could just tell you what I know. I'm not an expert on it. Just tell you what I know. Just tell you what all I know. I was gonna order Stormy Steele's Ultra Beauty patch. I had those patches for the day and for night. But I'm gonna tell you the best beauty routine is to be consistent. You have to be consistent with your products. You have to be consistent in using the product. And I don't like ordering product offline because when I don't like waiting. I rather go into the store and pull it off the counter. but those patches, especially the which one had the turmeric? What's the one in the morning that has the turmeric? Those are good. Those morning patches, those are good patches. And I see a lot of people because I think Mildred has asked me. She said, "Do you leave your patches on sleeping?" No. If they don't specifically say that you can sleep in those patches, any patch, don't do it. Because I was reading, I don't know off of what I was reading or listening to some lady on YouTube, and she said a doctor, a dermatologist. She said when you're using those patches, she said if it says leave on from 10 to 20 minutes, leave them on those 10 or 20 minutes, and then whatever is left over, just pat it in, just pat it in your skin, because when you leave those patches on too long, they dry out, and then whatever is absorbed in your skin, it's going to go back on the patch because you still have the patch on. So I just let my patches stay on for 10 because these things right here were just worrying me so bad. And they had got like somebody had hit me. And I said, I got to find something to get these things down. So I did the good molecules patches where you wear them in the morning and you wear them at night. And then I started noticing. And then when I had got out of them, ran out, and the store didn't have. I went to Ulta, then I went to Target. They didn't have it, and the and I said, man. And I tried something else. It didn't work as well as the good molecule patches, but I did try the stormy patches. I had 2 packs of them, and I did like them. But they slid off my face, and I had to constantly be sliding them back up. And you can go out and pitter patter around and do things. But once they get dry, you can feel when they start getting dry because it's a tightness. Pull them off, and whatever um, solution is left in, whatever product is left in, you just tap it in. Don't never rub your eyes. You just lightly tap, because this is very delicate and a sensitive area here, your eyes and stuff. And I'm going to I know of a product to help with that, but see if it's something that you would like, because Clinique has a good eye cream, and Estee Lauder has a good one as well. So that thank you for that. Spoiled me. Still hasn't released my money. They say it was free trial. Ain't nothing free. Girl, let me tell you listen, look at me. Look at me. But let me tell you about that, sister girl. How about the same thing happened to me? And then, because I kept debating, do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? Do I want to do it? Do I not want to? So one morning, I just said, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I'm thinking that okay, you don't have to pay nothing. So when I look, and for some reason, I went and checked my, go and look at your account and stuff like that. So I seen pending $41 for what? $41, and altogether they took out $52 out of my account. So I'm saying, for what? And there's no like you got to email them. And I said, I don't like dealing with people. I just got to email. So I called my bank. And I said, I just ordered this, and is there a way I can cancel it? I can't find a way to call these people to cancel the order. So she said, well, Miss Gray, it has to go through. She said, but if you want to, we will be monitoring your account. So what they did, they challenged them because I tried, because I told them, look, I tried to cancel it. I tried to stop the order, but I couldn't. So, and I emailed them, look, I don't want the product because you told, the way you have it advertised is that you won't take the money out until. So I went to the back. I called Navy Federal, and I was in, and I told the lady what the issue was, and she said, "Well, Miss Gray, there's not much we could do right now, but what we could put it in." They took it to another department, and they apparently they must be went on their site and saw what they were saying, and I got my money back. My bank got the money back. So you know what? And then after that, I got two boxes. I got didn't order two, just ordered one, but got two. So I said that's the $41 I done paid for that one, and the other one they ain't getting nothing from me. You know, I locked my account or change my account before I give them my money. So I just got two free things from Spoiled Child, and I'm gonna try it. But it's so far, it's good. You know, it's an acquired taste. I have the mango and I have the orange. So I'm doing the mango first, and it is an acquired taste. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just somewhere in the middle. But I like it. I like it because I see, I use product on my skin, but sometimes, and I haven't been real consistent with the way I use my product. So it's like every Monday, every month, I'm saying I'm gonna do it, do it, do it. So this week I'm doing it again. I'm gonna do it every because I don't do it twice a day. I usually do it once because my skin is a change so quick. And the first thing people say, "You bleaching your skin? You bleaching?" I have bleached. I have bleached before, and but my skin would change so fast, and I don't want my skin to change in 14 days. I want it to be uh there's a process, and I want it to look natural. So I stopped bleaching. I stopped bleaching because I'm telling you, my whole body was, I wasn't just doing this bleaching, I was doing the whole thing. It was a free trial. So I'm not alone. No, you're not. And we're not alone. I got them. They ain't getting no money from me. They ain't getting no more money from me. I don't think it's not free because they're saying if you don't like it in 2 weeks, then some sites say 2 weeks, some sites say 6 months. I mean, not 6 months, but 60 days. That's 2 months. So I was just trying it. I like it. Will I purchase it again? I don't know if I would purchase it again because I want to try the Black Girl vitamins. They have a collagen as well. It mixes, they say it mixes well with everything. I just drink it. I just do. They send you the little shot glass. I drink it out this shot glass. And after I drink it out this shot glass, I drink water after. But I don't know if it's that, but I have been taking because I have to, I've been taking calcium with calcium 600 milligrams with vitamin D3. I've been taking that, and I said, y'all, guess what I did? I joined the choir. And I joined the choir because went through the choir workshop, and the only reason I wasn't in the choir because I said I don't want to be standing up there. That hurt my knees standing up there that long. But I did it. I did it. So I say if I could stand up that long when we had that concert a couple of weeks ago, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. It was a struggle. But I did it. I didn't have to walk downstairs. I did it. So I'm taking this and I'm drinking the collagen, and I did it, y'all. I stood and my knees wasn't hurting, hurting as bad as they would have if I have not been hadn't been taking the vitamins, and because the collagen helps with the bones and stuff like that. So get on a good regimen, whatever your skincare, your hair care, you know, um, going to the gym, drinking water, eating better, um, living life as stress free as possible. All of that, the mind, the body, and the soul, it's one. Is one, and each one have a different job that it is assigned. So just find something. You're gonna have to go through. You may not have to go through a lot of product. You have to go through the like I said, go to Macy's, go to Dillard's, go to the Clinique counter, go to the Clinique, and go to Ulta, because I feel like the women at Ulta would give you better advice. Yes, and less sugar, would give you better advice, and then take that time out for you at Ulta, and even you can at at Clinique, at Clinique, at Estee Lauder, you can have a consultation where they can explain the product use, what the product do, and how to apply the product. And if you're not ready to purchase, just say, "Well, can I have a sample of just can I have a sample of each product that you've shown me, and try that product? And then if you feel it's different, if you feel that it might be what you want, then you could go ahead and purchase. Um, you could go ahead and purchase it. Uh, that's the way I did it. That's the way I'm doing it. Um, I have been using Stormy's hair serum. It really works. My edges were bald from a perm, and I actually have them braided. I've used, you know what I use, Stormy, the one that blossom. I use that as a hot oil treatment. I squeeze some out of the bottle and put it into another container, and get some hot water and just sit it there and give myself a hot oil treatment. And then I put a plastic bag over my head and put a towel on so it can generate the heat, and you can feel it, and just massage that oil in your hair. And then I shampoo it. And you know who one of my subscribers, she sent me some kaleidoscope, and that's what I've been using. And I see the texture of my hair, because I am natural. I can blow dry it and it'll look straight, but I'm natural. I used to wear it where I rub it, and I got so tired of just doing this every Sunday morning, trying to get those little balls where it look cute. So I use what is it, her name? Julie Judy, Judy. I use Kaleidoscope, the shampoo, the conditioner, and the leave-in conditioner. And if you are, using hot, like a curling iron on your hair, use a protectant when you are curling your hair. Even when you're blow drying your hair, use a heat protector on your hair. Always use leave-in condition. Always use leave. And I have these um the drops by Kaleidoscope. I use those. But what I started out with was, I don't know if I'm saying it, Michela. I used that because I was bald right here from pulling my hair, the tension, and I was just using that. And then I had a little bald spot right here from, always pulling my hair back. And I use that, and I started seeing it growing back. I said, this stuff really works. But you got to be consistent. You have to be consistent. And that's for anybody that using perms. There's a shampoo called Porosity Control. It's a conditioner and a shampoo. You have to use a neutralizer. I use Shimmering Delights because it is a neutralizer when you're putting a perm in your hair. You need something to neutralize that out, and to take some of that acid out, to stop the breakage, stop your hair from, when you're combing your hair, you see a lot of hair in the comb. I started using, like, when I was perming my hair, I would um, get like 2 cups of porosity control inside my hair kite, and it just give your hair a balance. I was doing that. So if you have a hair is and is working for you, continue on with that. Continue on with that because everything look good ain't good, and just cause the grass is green on the other side, that don't mean the yard ain't being maintained. So stick with what you know. And if what you know has stopped working, then get a consultation on something else, because that's what I do. I see a product, especially like on YouTube and TikTok, they're coming out with all kind of things and stuff like that. Like I'm getting ready to try this Bantana oil, but my friend down the hall, she ordered some, but since she has that platinum hair, her hair is so pretty. Y'all, I love to see a woman with that gray hair, and her hair is silver, and it is so pretty. And she said, I can't use it because it will stain my hair, or leave a stain, because of the color of my hair. So and I asked, well, did it feel like it kind of worked? She said, yeah, it felt like it was working. So I'm getting ready to try that one just to see, because I just want some length, and some volume to my hair. Some length and some volume. I said what I said. Please do. My son just ordered something he loves, and his girlfriend. What did your son girlfriend just order? When you do braids, you have to maintain your hair when you're doing braids, and when you're wearing these wigs, you have to do more. And it's all I used to, and I'm getting ready to get back in, and I'm just trying to find the right products. Hot oil treatment, deep conditioning. And when I was in cosmetology school, this is what they said: when you scalp treatment, maybe every 2 weeks get a scalp treatment that's loosening, when they're going in and parting your hair and just scratching it. Feels like it's scratching it, but it's activating your hair, circulate so the blood can circulate, so it can flow, and massage. When you put product in, you're supposed to massage your scalp. Even whenever you shampoo, I like to shampoo every 7 days. I shampoo and massage my scalp, and that stimulates growth as well. And when you're shampooing your hair, not hot water, but hot water. And when you're conditioning your hair, a lukewarm or even cold water to rinse off, because the cold water it makes the product stay longer, and there's a softness that's added when you do the cold water. So everybody got their own ways, but this is what just worked for me. And I'm just like you. I'm her. I'm debating right now. I want to cut my hair. I want to cut it. And when I cut it, that mean I could get up in the morning, don't do nothing, just fluff and put a little product on it, and I'm gone. Because I like short hair. I think short hair is very beautiful on women my age, and but short hair is harder to for me. It was hard to maintain than long hair, because with long hair you can always put it in a ponytail and call it a day. But with short hair, you got to buy the product to keep that hair groomed. So you gotta buy the product. You got to wrap it. You got to buy the wrapping lotion. You got to buy the foam. You got to do all that. And some nights I ain't feel like wrapping, because some nights it is what it is, and it was what it was. And I just did what I wanted to do, and wake up in the morning looking like, oh, why I ain't wrap my hair? But we need to chat. Have you tried sulfur free shampoo conditioner? Mm, you know what is a good one? I don't even know if they still sell it in the store. Sulfur 8. Suffer ate, because when Verena was a little girl and she got chicken pox, and she got it in her head, the chicken pox in her head, and she was scratching, and it took out little patches in her hair. So I would use the Suffer 8 shampoo, and I would mix Suffer 8 and Blue Magic together, because the Suffer 8 the hair grease was too strong for her. So I was mix that up with that what Blue Magic, hair grease, and it grew her hair back long, pretty, and it was good. It was good. The hair serum is the truth. The girl who braided my hair suggests Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope products are good, but you still have to maintain that hair. When you go to get right before you go get, I would suggest even 2 days before your appointment to get your braids. You take your hair out and you shampoo it really good. You condition your hair and clip your ends every 4 to 6 weeks because split ends, all of that can stop hair growth. So you cut your split ends every 4 to 6 weeks, and that'll help your hair grow as well. The girl who actually braids my hair is coming out with the hair serum. She cuts all the hair off and is down her back. Oh, well, I like to know about that one. I want my hair to be healthier, not dry and brittle. Don't you know what we eat? The body is many different parts to the body, but every but we're one. It's one body, and what you eat affects your hair, your eyes, your nails, what you drink. And that's why the body is so many percentage of water. So you got to maintain the body in order for the body to be maintained. If you want to look a certain way, you know what to eat. They say no carbs, light carbs, no this, no that. Know what's good for you. Know what's good for you. And whatever is good for you, that's what you keep doing. Drink your water. I like to drink on my desk right now. I have a full bottle of water and I have a half a bottle of water because all through the day I like to just drink water, and I try to drink at least 6 to 7 bottles of water every day. And there's an app that they have that can let you know, okay, it's time to drink water. It's time to drink water. And in drinking water, you flushing and you going to the bathroom. I'm gonna tell you about my granddaughter. I'm gonna tell you, Jordan has a timer for everything. She have a alarm for everything, right? So that's where I get the water thing from. And I just heard her phone just kept going off. I said, "Why is your phone going off?" She said, "Oh, it's time for me to drink water." Jordan has a thing to let her know when it's time to drink water. When she go in the shower, that's why I say with my granddaughter, either you gonna go in first or you gonna wait till she finish. Because when she get in there, if she putting product on her face, if they say 3 minutes, 3 seconds for this, she taking them three. So she using the 4 different things on her face, so it's giving her times. So she gonna time that. She gonna time how long she brush her teeth. She gonna time when she taking a shower. She gonna time how long she's in the shower. So I said 30 minutes. That's enough time to be in the shower. But for me, when I was at my mom, because she had a bathtub, I had all Dr. Teal's Epsom salt. And the best one I liked it was the elderberry. So I had the Epsom salt, the bubble bath, and the body scrub. I had all of that stuff. And to immerse myself down in the hot water and bathe and then turn the shower on and rinse all of that off and condition my body, with baby oil, olive oil. They had out a good body conditioner. And I don't know why they stopped selling it. After you take your shower, you just put this on and you rinse it off. And oh, your body feels so good, so soft, and putting on your skin don't get all dried out when you're getting ready to put your lotion on. So now what I use the cocoa butter when I get out the shower, the oil and stuff like that. I use that while my body is still wet, and um it helps my the stuff that I got from Stormy. What is it? The body glaze. The body glaze goes on better, and my skin looks moist than it looks. And it glistens. So there's a lot. I really appreciate y'all for giving me these ideas because I want to do something different. You know, my hair is damaged from my illness. For you, when hair is damaged, sometimes the best thing to do, if you don't want to, you don't have to, is cut the part that is cut, damaged. Cut your hair and start all over. And when you started, because sometimes it could be the medicine that do it, and if you are prayerfully and hopefully never have to go through radiation or chemo, that that would do it as well. So you just have to find product that, even though, and talk to um a dermatologist, or someone that specializes in the maintenance, the care, like when you're on medication, when you're going through different procedures, because it do damage your hair. It My hair stay dry. Do you use any kind of oil? Some oils dry your hair out. There's some oils that really um just dry your hair. Just dry your hair out. And I use, I'm not gonna call the product name, because I used it and I said my hair is just as dry. My hair is just as dry. And then sometimes it be the product that you're using, because a lot of these gels have alcohol in it. Some of these if you're wrapping your hair, you have to see what the base of the product is, because the base, just like with perfume, there's three different type of bases. There's the alcohol base, the oil base, and the water base. And that's the main ingredient. That's the base of the product, is the alcohol. And alcohol dries out not only your skin, it dries your hair as well. Watch when you put on some gels that have alcohol, and some like some spritz that have alcohol in it, and you find your hair become dry and brittle. So start looking at the ingredients that on the package that you're putting in your hair. If it's not a water base or oil base, then you're using an alcohol, and you're making your hair brittle, and you're making your hair dry. So Carol's Daughter, that's a good one. I never tried it, but I've seen it in other people's bathroom, and I've heard other people talk about it. So I can't really say if the product is good, but I have been seeing it a lot, and it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive. A porosity control, that's a very good one. And y'all, probably next week, I got to go back to the dentist, and I went to the dentist last Friday. So my upper, they getting rid my upper, they did that. I got to get this teeth pulled, so my upper partials, they put them things in my mouth, and I could not talk. I said, why are you talking like this? So she said, well, you're talking like that because you know something is in your mouth. So y'all, I'm gonna be getting my uppers and my bottom partials pretty soon. So I don't know how I'm gonna be talking. You know what, Shanice? I have been seeing that in the hair store. The Jamaican mango and lime oil. I have been seeing that. But you know what? I have been even thinking about doing, just trying something, not trying to put that out there on the market. Get me some castor oil. I know I'm going to have to go to the health food store for these different oils. I want to get some what is it? Some sage. It's what is sage, some castor oil, and it's another oil that I had saw this lady was saying is this new product that came out for the hair, and she had named all these products. So I said I'm gonna go to the health food store and see if I can find all these different oils, and I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna try them myself. I said what I said. Yep, that works. My mom has beautiful hair because of it, and now I used to like do the egg. I used to do the egg when I was younger. I used to do when I was really, really high maintenance. That's what my mama used to call me, really high maintenance. Get the egg, beat the egg up. I didn't just do the egg yolk. I did the whole egg and just put it in my hair and put a cap over it. It don't smell good, but oh man, the protein, oh man, it just made my hair was long. My hair was getting long and it was just healthy, just had a glow to it. It has a glow. Y'all, we've been on here for a little minute. I know everybody got things to do today. I could just keep going on and on when I'm talking about the hair and the skin, girl, because I'm telling you, on my worst day, I still don't look bad. So yes, I wanted to I wanted to get to a place to where that I don't wear makeup, but just like on Sunday, and if I'm just gonna go to Cooper's Hawk or just go to have drinks or go and eat, I might put a little powder on or something like that. But Sunday, I didn't have any of that on. And girl, my skin was glowing. I had a glow just like I had to find me a new man, and he had an already proposed. And he got a good self. He got a good 401, and he gave me 3 platinum cards. I was looking just that good and feeling just that good. So we, whatever you guys suggest that you feel that will help this channel to help it grow, please, 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 please let me know. And we could talk about it. And then, maybe it'll grow. It'll get bigger, 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 bigger. If not, it could be the way, however God wants this to be. That's the way it's going to be. But I do want to venture out and to talk about other things. Oh, I can't fathom the smell of sulfur 8. Mix it with something else. And I'm telling you, sulfur 8 is good if you have a problem with dandruff. If you have a problem with dandruff, sulfur 8 is good. And if you can't get past that smell, just mix it with something else, a little Vaseline or whatever, but mix it with something else and you could get past that smell. My big mama from Bessemer, Alabama, she used sulfur 8 and a little bit of okay. All right. That's good. I heard people say stuff about motor oil. Our ancestors and our people used what they had to get the results that they wanted and needed. So no judgment here. No judgment here. A good detox for your hair, apple cider vinegar, but you absolutely need to put some kind of oil, egg, mayonnaise in afterwards and let it sit so it doesn't. Yeah, it will dry it out. I'm going to try it. So it's all kind of things that we can talk about. I want to talk about other things other than because from what I hear, there's a lot going on out there in the YouTube world. Hey girl, I'm with it, I'm with it, I'm with it, I'm with it, aka it keeps you smelling scented all day. That happened to my granddaughter. She had to take medicine when she was younger. It changed the whole texture of her hair. That's that seven. That's that. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something about Seventh Avenue. I like the oil. I like the Sugar Mama oil and I like the other oil, but it do leaves you kind of dry. It leaves you kind of dry. So what I do with the Seventh Avenue oil, when I have a lot of Stormy's glazes that with the oil, one of my subscribers sent me a whole box full. And for the ones that I don't have the oil, I use the Seventh Avenue oil on it. And because I was using the Seventh Avenue oil by itself, and I found that it was drying out my skin. But then when I used the glaze with it, it let it I just felt moisturized. My body just felt more moisturized and not, dry. Even though you shine and you still dry. And that's what I was getting with the Seventh Avenue. But I like it. But I have to mix it with I have a little bit left um in both bottles because it's a good, and I like the fragrance. It's a nice fragrance, and it's nice. It's really nice. I really like it. Yeah, silky. So, y'all, we really didn't talk about anything, but we did talk about a lot. So, if there's any suggestions that you can just suggest to build this channel, to grow this channel, yeah, I'm still having morning conversation because I'm still going to be encouraging. I'm going to try to be inspiring. We're going to talk about I want to talk about a lot of different things, and I'm gonna learn how to bring people up so we could talk about what we're going to talk about. And at the end, I want to have a segment at the end of every, like, maybe not on Friday, but maybe on a Sunday, Sunday evening. um Everything that we went through during the week, what did we learn from what we went through, and how are we going to move forward? How are we going to move forward? So I thank you for your suggestions this morning. I thank you for being here this morning. I know the time got a lot of us all mixed up and stuff like that. And I appreciate you guys for just being here with me, because you are motivating me. You're helping me to get deeper into my Bible. You're helping me to want to get deeper into my Bible. You're helping me want to study more, not only just my Bible, but the different things that you want to talk about. So now I'm going to do research on more on hair and more on skin, so I can be able. All I can tell you is what I know. I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional or anything. All I know is what's working for me, and that's all I can tell you. Is Bible by me. A expert might tell you something different, but I'm gonna say this, right? You know those face patches. Yes, I have these face patches. I don't, and I go in Dollar Tree, and I buy these face, and I try to buy as many of them as I can. And it's this one that has it has, what is it? The peroxide, is that the one that bubbles when you, it has like peroxide in it? I'm telling you, when I take that off, my face looks so amazing, and it's product ready. When I put one, I don't really have to put on a lot of product when I put on those face masks. So invest in some of those face masks and the peel. Now the peel offs, those are good, but I'm gonna tell you, if you can't stand the pain, don't do it, because I'm telling you, sometimes it hurts, but when you see the results. And I shave my face. Those little, have you ever seen, sometime when you're putting product on, it just, you got to keep rubbing those little peach hairs in your face. Um, they have razors, all kind of stuff for it. I use those maybe like once a month or something like that, and my product goes on very. I steam my face as well, and I steam my face like every 2 weeks. I steam my face, and every Sunday morning when I'm getting ready for church, whenever you do your facial, get you a bowl of cold water, put some ice in there, get you some cold water, and I dunk my face down like 7 times. And when it start getting to the point to where it feel like your face is getting frozen, don't stop. Just stop. I do 7. But after I do that, and I do the steam, and then that's to open up my pores and let all that impurity comes out. And after I do that, I pat it dry, and then I do cold water facial, and that kind of puts everything. The inflammation is gone, and then I put my product on it. I'm telling you, I be I be looking good, and I be feeling good. So those are just some of the things I do. And then I go into long depth when we decide what it is we want to talk about on that day. So y'all give me uh whatever day you want to talk about something, and that's what day we'll choose it, because I don't want to bump into nobody time slot. I don't want no misunderstanding. Well, ain't that many people gonna be over there. No, I'm not gonna speak that. I'm not gonna speak that. I'm just gonna say right now there's not a lot of people, so I could pretty much go on whatever time I want because the people that's gonna be is gonna be. Because one thing I'm not gonna be talking about is foolishness. I'm not gonna be talking about that, and I'm not going to be trying to prove anything and fussing and looking up about nobody information. That's not going to be going on over here. So I know nobody that's on now is into that kind of mess anyway. So you don't come here for that, and that's not what we're going to be doing. Yes, we're getting this channel to 1K, and when we get there, we're going to maintain. So in the meantime, in between time, y'all, let's just go out there and just have the best day. Walk in love, walk in light. Um, walk not as the fools walk. That's all I can say. We're gonna have the best day ever. Today is March the 11th, 2025. Yesterday was my mom's birthday, and I thank God for that old girl. I thank God for keeping that old girl just for me, and my notifications are on, so if I'm not busy, I'm here, and I appreciate everybody who took the time out to be here this morning. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. So y'all just go out and just have the best Tuesday. Today is terrific Tuesday, and smile anyway. Just take a chance. Just take a chance and smile, and let people wondering what you smile about. And if you smile at somebody, somebody smile back at you for real. For real, for real. And I'm gonna make myself more presentable. If I have to get up earlier to start doing that, I'm gonna do that. I am going to do that. We claim it already done. I just sent you the text message, Auntie. All right, y'all. Y'all just have the best day ever. And, do something to put a smile on your face, and do something especially to put a smile on somebody else's face. I know I look like a riot muffin, but this the last morning y'all gonna see me looking like this. Okay? Y'all going out there and do the thing. I love you. I holler. And when I holler back, y'all just holler back. Toodles.